Hi everyone, welcome to Behind the Wheel Racing. Thank you for joining me. We are back with more Gran Turismo 7 Daily Race B content. We are at Road Atlanta in the Grade 3 cars. My weapon of choice this week, the BMW M6 GT3 Sprint model competition car. And I really like this car. Another new car to this channel. I think I raced it maybe once before before I was doing this. So new to this channel, and I really hadn't driven it at all, other than maybe one or two times. So going into it with the challenge of handling a new car, and I was super happy with it. Caught a groove and just gelled for these races this week. Much better week of racing, I gotta say. We're gonna start off right here in this first race. Great starting spot. Giving myself opportunities to do well, getting a good quality time on the board. That's what's really going to help me win races, and I did exactly that this week, and I was able to start this race in third. And the majority of the races, I did start up pretty high on the grid, so super stoked. First race here, getting past that Ferrari and going down this last straight, thinking I've got second in the bag. But all of a sudden a beautiful yellow bar pops across the top of my screen, and I see P1 in the bridge right there, and we're gonna get a little bit lucky there and cruise into a victory to start off the week. And that's such a great way to start off the week in a new car at a course that I'm becoming fairly familiar with. A lot of these daily races being held at Road Atlanta. We were here in the Grade 4 cars whipping the Jag a few weeks ago, so catching a groove and making good things happen. This was the one race I didn't have a great starting spot on. I was back in ninth, but we were still able to make some things happen. So we're going to run you through it here. Getting on the back of this Porsche early, I thought about making a move, and I was just much too aggressive. We're going to breeze past this AMG right here. They're making a mistake. That Beamer's squeezing me in, but that's okay. We're all going to make it. Sorry, the Porsche. Beamer's out front. The Porsche right there, that was the same one we started behind. And we've got people making mistakes all over. A lot of people were having issues with the elevation change, and Road Atlanta has a lot of elevation change in some crux spots, so you've really got to be on your throttle control throughout the entirety of the race. Coming out of that hill right there, I was feeling good. We're gonna chase this Beamer, get by him, and then we're gonna let him go right by. We're gonna do the good old switcheroo. I want that inside line, and I hit the brakes here. We make a bit of contact, but we both roll off, and I'm gonna jump into fifth place. Maybe a little too aggressive there for my taste, but it's okay because we give back those spaces by going deep into that chicane, letting them by, and this wasn't me. I don't know what happened there. Big mess. So I guess we're just going to retake that, and then this Porsche in front of me is not going to keep momentum going up that hill. I almost spin it on the curb of that track, and this Beamer is going to breeze by as well, but we're not gonna let that happen. We're going to grab a very aggressive move here. I wouldn't even say very aggressive. They kind of turned in. I was holding inside line, obviously not on purpose, but I don't know if I would consider that too aggressive. We're going to have a sprint down this back straight with him, and then the Porsche right in front of us is going to get a penalty, so I've kind of got some problems to solve right now, but we're kind of able to get through it, best we can. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to maybe push them a little bit. Well, I tried to give them enough room so where they could at least stay on the curb and they wouldn't be off the track, but they kept driving into me a little bit, so I just tried to stay solid with my line, which I learned in a lot of these daily races. You really just gotta try and stay on your line and be courteous, but don't give in too much because people will take advantage of that. So just trying to balance and find good medium between just keeping it 100% clean and making sure that I'm not dropping spots when I could be making good overtakes. I think they're fair. Perhaps too aggressive, but we're gonna take that and we're gonna try and drive again later in the week, and it just doesn't go as well for the first couple races. This is one of them. I didn't even include the full races. We're gonna get pushed off. We're gonna get smacked around. We're gonna get spun, and then just when we think we're making a tiny bit of a comeback, we're gonna spin it. So we're gonna forget about that. We're gonna jump into this last race here. We're gonna end this video off on a good note. I really love that library of the Beamer. Let me know what y'all think of it. Starting on pole and just securing, just making sure that we drove well, not doing anything stupid, nothing too aggressive, not too conservative either, because second place was on us, but making sure we kind of secured a good lead through this first section here, because if you can get in front of the pack and create a little bit of distance in this first section going through these little switchbacks, especially going up that uphill corner right there, then you can win a race. And that's exactly what I did, and I was really happy to see that, just starting in pole and making sure that I was doing everything I could to keep it up on first place, and super happy about that. Pole position, clean race, dub to end off the week. Thank you guys for watching. Great week of racing. Like, subscribe, comment, and we will see you next time.